In the quiet village of Ojidai, tucked among rolling hills and wrapped in thick, whispering forests, life moved to the rhythm of age-old traditions. The people lived simply, guided by the wisdom of their ancestors and the customs they held dear. One of the most unusual rules in Ojidai was that no clothes were ever to be left on the line after sunset. It wasn't just a friendly reminder, it was a law, deeply respected and never broken. The story behind it went back generations, to a time when spirits and humans lived side by side. Back then, there was a young woman named Adana. She was known throughout Ojidai not just for her beauty, but for her kindness and hard work. From morning till dusk, she helped around her family's home, sweeping the compound, weaving mats, fetching water from the stream. She was especially gifted at washing clothes, and every market day, neighbors would bring her their laundry, trusting her with their most delicate fabrics. Her laughter floated through the village like music, and her presence always seemed to brighten the day. One market day, as Adana washed clothes in the courtyard, the sky began to shift. Clouds rolled in early, thick and heavy with rain. She worked quickly, trying to bring in the clothes that had already dried. But just as she reached for the last few garments, her friend Ngozi called out to her. "Adana, come quickly. The elders are calling everyone to the square." She shouted, urgency in her voice. Adana paused. It was rare for the elders to summon the village like this unless something serious had happened. She glanced at the few clothes still hanging, some were damp, some nearly dry, and made a split-second decision. "I'll come back for them later," she told herself, then ran off to join Ngozi. By the time the meeting ended, night had fallen. The moon hung low, casting a pale, silvery light across the rooftops. Tired, Adana returned home and went straight to bed, forgetting all about the clothes still hanging outside. But the night was not empty. Deep in the forest, the Amusu stirred, spirits of the night, neither good nor evil, but always curious and always drawn to things left under the moonlight. They crept out from the shadows, silent and unseen by human eyes, save for the occasional gleam in their otherworldly gaze. As they passed Adana's home, they noticed the clothes still swaying on the line. Curious, they surrounded them, sniffing and touching the fabric. To the Amusu, clothes weren't just fabric, they held the energy of the people who wore them, their scent, their spirit, their memories. And the Amusu loved to play with such things, twisting them into something new, sometimes harmless, sometimes not. When Adana woke the next morning and remembered, her heart sank. She ran outside, only to find the clothes changed. Some were gone. Others looked different. A once vibrant wrapper had faded into dull gray. A baby's tiny shirt now looked stretched, as if worn by someone far larger. The whispers spread quickly through Ojidai. By afternoon, the elders had gathered to speak. Among them was Ponana, the oldest man in the village. He had seen many things, and when he spoke, the people listened. "This is the work of the Amusu," he said, voice low and steady. "They feed on the essence of things left out under the moon. Clothes are more than cloth, they carry a part of who we are. When we forget them, we open the door to mischief, to change, to things we cannot undo." A hush fell over the crowd. Some clutched their clothes closer. Others began whispering prayers under their breath. In the days that followed, stranger things began to happen. A hunter who wore one of the altered garments fell ill with dreams he couldn't explain. A child who found a missing piece of cloth began speaking in riddles. From that day on, no one in Ojidai ever forgot the rule again. At sunset, every line was empty. And if you ever walked through the village at night, you'd find not a single cloth dancing in the moonlight. Just silence. And the soft whisper of the forest. Altered garments became a mystery no one could explain. One evening, a young child wandered into the forest and lost his way. By the time they found him, he was weak and feverish. He had been wrapped in a piece of cloth that had been left out overnight. That same night, even Adana, usually so full of life, began to fade. Her laughter grew faint. Her energy drained, like something unseen had taken a part of her soul. Desperate for answers, Adana turned to Moman Pesai, the village diviner, a woman known far and wide for her deep connection to the spirit world. The spirits are restless, Moman Pesai said after casting her cowrie shells. They are angry. Carelessness has offended them. If nothing is done, the curse will remain. Adana listened closely. She followed Moman Pesai's instructions down to the last detail. She prepared offerings of palm wine, fresh yams, and kola nuts. She laid them gently at the edge of the forest, where the trees whispered secrets only the old ones could understand. She made a promise to, never again would she leave clothes outside after sunset. Slowly, things returned to normal. But no one ever forgot what happened. From that day forward, the people of Ojidai took the rule seriously. Mothers warned their children, never leave clothes out at night, or the Amusu will come for you. What started as a warning became a way of life. Even as the years passed, the lesson stayed. Adana, older and wiser, would often share her story with the younger women around the fire. It might seem like such a small thing, she'd say, her eyes glowing in the firelight, but the spirits are always watching, even when we think they're not. And so, in Ojidai, and in many villages beyond, the rule lived on. Not just as a superstition, but as a powerful reminder of the delicate balance between our world and the unseen forces around us. To this day, as the sun sinks below the horizon, the people of Ojidai gather their laundry with care, making sure not a single thread is left to the mercy of the night. Thank you so much for watching this intense and gripping tale from African Tales by Maid. Your support means everything to us. If you enjoyed the story, give it a thumbs up and let us know your thoughts in the comments. And hey, we'd love to know where you're watching from. Drop your location in the comments, and we just might give you a special shout out in our next video. Don't forget to share these stories so more people can experience and learn from them. Until next time, stay tuned for more captivating tales. Bye for now.